My name is Tolu Abiola, CEO of ABIT Consult, and I welcome you to online web design training. This is just an introductory video where I'll be explaining some terminologies. Then some other videos that I will be uploading will be explained to you better on how to design a website. So let's start with the content. The content we'll be checking today is what is a website, a short history of website, what is a domain, and what is hosting and hosting provider. Then we'll go to types of websites, introducing HTML, CSS, PHP, Java, Python, and introducing CMS and LMS. What is a website? A website, also written as website, is a collection of web pages and related content that is identified by a common domain name. So, website is a collection of web pages, not just a web page like a sales page. No, when we are talking about websites, like google.com is a website, wikipedia.org is a website, then amazon.com is a website because they have different pages. The login page at amazon.com is a page on its own. After logging in, your dashboard is a page on its own. Page where you card and pay with your card is a page on its own. So it has several pages that constitute the website. Now, all publicly accessible websites collectively constitute the World Wide Web. There are also private websites that can only be accessed on a private network. That is, you can have a website on your laptop with your own private network using local hosts like XAMPP and WAMP server. For those that understand what that means, also in a company you can have a LAN, a local area network, and install a local host on it. Thereby, you can have a website that the employees check, probably to pass information or to go check through a lot of things. Now, websites are typically dedicated to a particular topic or purpose. Yes, before you design a website, you have what purpose is it for entertainment, for people to read news about entertainment, or for people to see entertainment stuff? Is it about commerce to sell like Amazon, like Jumia, like AliExpress and the likes? Is it social networking like Facebook, Instagram and the likes, then or hyperlinking between web pages? Hyperlinking between web pages guides the navigation of the site. So there's something we call hyperlinking. That is when you click on about us page, there is a link that has already been created. That's what we call hyperlinking. So it links web pages. Let me show you what hyperlinking. There's example of hyperlinking. Like if you go to Amazon, let's use Amazon.com as an example. Amazon.com as an example. Now, this is a website. We type the domain name amazon.com on our browser that is connected to the internet, then we press enter. So, this is a page of Amazon. This is a page you see sign in. When I click sign in, and it brings this page. This is another page. So that was what I was saying, that pages. And then if I sign in from here, if I have an account with Amazon and I signed in, as I sign in, it takes me to another page. So what hyperlinking means is the link I click to come here. This link is an hyperlink. If I click it, it takes me to the sign in page. Return and others. If I click it, it takes me to another page. If I click this, it takes me to the cart page. So those are what we call hyperlinking. They link one page of the website to another. So a short history of websites. The World Wide Web was created in 1919 by British science physicist Tim Berners-Lee. On 30 April 1993, Sen announced that the World Wide Web will be free to use for anyone before the introduction of the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So hypertext transfer, which is HTTP. Now we use HTTP, we use HTTPS. The HTTPS simply means that the site you are browsing is secured. That is, it uses SSL security. It is secured. Now we have those times we use other protocols such as file transfer protocol that we used. There was a time I was working on HTML websites. Those times before I moved to CMS. Now, if you design a website on your laptop or your computer and you've finished designing, you want to upload it to the domain, the hosting service that you already bought, you need to use FTP applications to transfer it. So that file transfer protocol is just like a file manager as you have it on your phone. You use it to to manage your files on the web space that you've already purchased. So what is a domain? A domain name is an identification string that defines. Now string simply means a string is just like an alphanumeric or alphabet, a set of alphabets that are combined together. So in programming, your name is a string. You save your name as a string in programming. So something like Amazon is just a string in programming. Facebook is a string in programming. So it does not sound like anything real to the computer. It's just a string. We save it as a string. So a domain name is an identification string. So it's an identification name that is given to a particular website. So like Amazon.com is a domain name. Amazon.com is a domain name. It becomes a website when it is being hosted and it is now designed. There are now pages available for it. Then it becomes a website. But the name itself is called a domain name. So we have different domain names like that. So as we have Amazon.com, we have Facebook.com, we have AliExpress.com, we have Jumia.com, we have OLX.ng and some other websites. So those are domain names. Those are domain names. And as at 2017, it was recorded that 330.6 million domain names had been registered. I can bet it with you right now. If the proper statistics are taken, we should be going to double of this by now because people register domain name every blessed day in millions. The registered domain name every blessed people are building websites because I can assure you that the next generation that this generation that we are into very soon, people that even have local business will have a website because it makes selling easy and it makes it faster and everybody can buy it from anywhere. Thank you. So subdomain, a subdomain is a domain that is part of a larger domain. So like when we have example.com, east.example.com is a subdomain, and also west.example.com is also a subdomain under example.com. So you could have seen a lot of websites with subdomain. Like let me show you an example of subdomain. If we have, let me use a site of ui.edu.ng. This is a website of University of Ibadan, a university in Nigeria here. So when you go to this website, this is a website. This is the website. This is the main website. This is the main domain. This is the website that is on the main domain. And look at this, all this hyperlinking. This links to different pages or different another. It can link to a subdomain or any other way. It can link to another website. Also, you can have a link to another website from your website. And now let's click this DLC. By the time you click the DLC, you see that the website here has changed to dlc.ui.edu.ng. See, ui.edu.ng. That ui.edu is the main domain. This DLC, for it to have DLC dot before the UI, that is the subdomain. That is a subdomain. That's what a subdomain means. So a subdomain, you don't once you purchase a domain for some web hosting providers, you don't need to buy subdomain again, and some give unlimited subdomain while some give limited number of subdomain that you can register with your domain. Now what is cpanel? Cpanel is the hosting control panel. Now when you are already hosting your website on a page, when you're already hosting your website on a when you're already hosting your website on a page on a with a hosting provider, now what you need to be concerned with is your cpanel is like your file manager and at the same time your settings as you have them on your phone. From cpanel you can control how your website looks, what your website has to offer. You can change a lot of, you can switch off your website from your cpanel and make it unavailable for a while. Also you can manage your files. You can set your files to be managed from your cpanel. Now types of domain. The main difference in domain is their top level domain, which is TLD. Top level domain is the last word of your domain after the dot, after the last dot. Like we have Amazon.com as we go like that. The top level domain of Amazon.com is .com. So Amazon.com is the domain, but the top level domain is the .com. So we have .com. They serve different functions. .com is mainly used for communications or any other website where people can interact. Where .org is for organizations, just like a static website where people just go there to get information. .online, .tv for TV for television stations. .ng for Nigerian based